Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. Now, here's the thing. Some of you said I fearmonger in my videos. My videos are never meant to scare you, but they are meant to keep you awake to what's going on in the real world. And things that are going on right now are scary. Let's face it, the world's a scary place. But everything that is happening also leads up to XRP taking off at some point. And a lot of what I talk about on this channel, mainstream media news doesn't talk about at all. I just want to keep you awake. That's what these videos are about. So let's take a look. Algeria has submitted an official application to join Brics. Other countries, including Argentina and Iran, want to join Brics. Indonesia, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt are also thinking about joining Brics, the Chinese Foreign Ministry said. Now, as these countries come together, they have one agenda in mind: tear down the US dollar. This should be talked about a lot more. This is a big deal because at some point our US dollar can plummet in value. Breaking news: Lula da Silva makes a historic comeback and elected again to become the president of Brazil. Brics is now strong. Also, inside of the Brics countries, XRP has a lot of ties. I believe at some point they could announce that they're going to utilize XRP for cross border payments, also for on demand liquidity inside of Brics. And that would be massive. The price of XRP would definitely skyrocket. The government have finally published a list of ID they will allow you to use to vote. 6 of the government accepted IDs are specifically targeted at older people, while almost none are aimed at younger people. Now here's the thing, and you could put your comments down below. How many of you feel that the biggest disruptor in the US elections is Russia or the World Economic Forum? Me personally, I believe the World Economic Forum has a much bigger agenda. They have more reason to be meddling inside of our US elections. And I also believe that they're throwing a lot of money in. You see how much George Soros gave to the Democratic Party. Breaking: US dollar tumbles 1.9% in biggest one-day drop since November of 2015. Now, on that same day this happened, you see XRP rise up all the way up to almost 51 cents. That came at the same time that the US dollar was falling in value. That's why I said at some point the US dollar will start plummeting. And when it does, that's when stocks will get a blow off top. Bitcoin will get a blow off top as well. After that, though, the whole financial system, in my opinion, will be falling apart. That's when they'll usher in the new financial system. This is a well-researched article that's well worth the time to read. The US will weaponize the dollar by backing it with Bitcoin. Now, it doesn't matter what the discussion is, Bitcoin maxis will always bring Bitcoin to the table. Always. Cross-border payments, they'll bring in Bitcoin. US digital dollar, they're going to say it's going to be Bitcoin. It's ridiculous at this point. The Biden administration is throwing its support behind further research into the so-called US central bank digital currency. This is bad for Bitcoin. The digital dollar will be supported. Everyone will be using digital dollars. Rest in peace, Bitcoin. But you know who's going to move that digital dollar from one country to another? XRP. Like I said, all roads lead to XRP. The Digital Dollar Project will be working with crypto companies like Ripple and Digital Asset Com on a new sandbox program to evaluate technical, business, and policy approaches to a US CBDC. And Ripple was talked about all the way back when they first started talking about a digital dollar. But I don't think XRP is going to be the digital dollar here in the US, but I think it's going to move whatever digital dollar they come up with, most likely USDC. An absolute disgrace to the pensioners of this country who are going to suffer this winter. Some will die, but as long as Pakistan, Somalia, Nairobi, and are okay, who cares? Agenda pushing World Economic Forum puppet in the government. Killing humans will cure the climate. And here's the thing, you think that it's the US giving money away to other countries while there's so many people homeless here in the US? Well, the UK is doing the same thing in the name of climate change. Sunak hails climate change package, 11.6 billion on climate finance, 1.5 billion for Pakistan and Somalia, 65.5 million for Kenya and Egypt, 150 million Congo and Amazon, 65.5 million clean energy innovation, 3 billion Nairobi's railway city and hydropower project. And that's what's going on right now in the world. Economies are collapsing because they're giving the money away for climate change. And I believe that is the biggest destroyer of economies right now. The only time I use cash is to buy weed or tip. I'm one of the World Economic Forum boys now. Brits are turning back on using cash due to the cost of living crisis as post office reports record handling of 3.45 billion in notes and coins in August. So it looks like they're trying to fight back by using paper money again. And everything's playing out overseas right now, what's coming here to the US very soon. When the World Economic Forum calls, UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak abruptly rushed off conference room by his aides ahead of his speech at COP27. And that's the thing, we know the World Economic Forum is pulling all the strings, causing all of these crises to happen worldwide. Ahead of the UN Climate Summit, Kerry and the World Economic Forum argue U.S. must pay reparations. So here we go again, paying out more money. When there's people still homeless and starving here in the U.S. right now. The World Economic Forum has called for an end to private car ownership in its psychotic quest for world domination. This move, supported by Obama and other U.S. leadership, would bring society to its knees and turn us all into peasants. And right on cue, this happened. Anyone in the U.S. who accepts any of this is an enemy of the state and should be banned from our shores at the end of a barrel. Any company, PayPal, Ford, etc., should receive no government assistance in any form and fined daily for being commies. Ford won't let you buy your leased EV when the contract ends. Effective June 15th, Ford removed the buyout option for consumers leasing EVs such as the Mustang, Mach-E, and Ford F-150 Lightning. And so you see how they want you to own nothing and be happy. So now you see the companies that are also on board with the World Economic Forum. Bank of America is saying U.S. economy will lose 125,000 jobs from 2023. Amazon crashed 20% on Thursday. JP Morgan CEO says U.S. stock markets can easily crash 20% more. That's coming. And that's the thing. Everybody likes to say, well, I believe the U.S. is going to bounce back. Not when you have the same people that are supposed to be fixing the country purposely trying to tear it down. I hope that we, as an industry and a regulatory community, focus on getting that right and not stopping the U.S. growth of digital asset markets, said Miller. The chair of the CFTC has noted that he would like to be ahead of the next crypto market crash. I think the CFTC should handle all of crypto moving forward. I think it's a much better choice than the SEC, who we all know is blatantly corrupt right now. Look what's going on in the Ripple case. In another video, we'll talk more about that. But the thing is, as you see different companies on the same path as the World Economic Forum falling in line with their agenda, you need to break away from those companies. That's how you hurt them, their bottom line. Now, we're all going to go and vote today at some point, I'm sure. And you got to know who you're voting for. I'm sure you did all your research. And like I said, these videos are not meant to scare you, but they are meant to keep you awake to what's really going on in the world right now, all leading to XRP. So with that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.